the exact strategy how I built my Spotify to over 20,000 monthly listeners. My name is Fritz, and let's dive straight into it. So the first very important thing you have to get first right is to continue growing as a music producer. Let's say you got to this point where you think that your music is quite good enough. The goal is to always continue improving and always be a student of music. So whenever you finish a song, always release it, and then a few days after you release it and you got away from the project, always think, why was this project good? What could I have done better, mixing wise, arrangement wise? And the way how I do this, for example, to always improve is, first of all, I always try to compare my tracks with already professionally released tracks, which is also called referencing. But I also ask playlist curators for feedback. What do they think about the track? Would they give me any feedback? So I've basically created a good balance between making a good song, but then always asking myself, what could I do better in the next song? Then I get inspired by, for example, one house music song from, let's say, for example, Chris Dusty or DJ Woodcamp, for example. And then I'm always asking myself, okay, why is this track so amazing? What makes this song so interesting arrangement wise? How can I implement the strategies he's using into my own music? The second way how I build this audience is by releasing on a regular basis, means every 4 to 6 weeks a new song, and with a very strict marketing strategy. So the marketing strategy I'm using is very simple. As you can see already, this is how my Spotify grew over the course of the last year. In the beginning I was quite low, I had like 24 monthly listeners, and now it grew up to 1,200 monthly listeners, which is quite good. I think stream wise I had like around 1,500 streams a day, which is a good starting point, but this is just the beginning. The way how I'm releasing new music is the following. So before I started doing this marketing strategy, what I'm about to teach you, my songs usually performed more like this. Nothing really happened. It was very frustrating, was very boring. Since I started doing the marketing strategy that I'm about to teach you, my songs performed in the beginning more like this. 290 streams on the first day, 800 streams on the second day. Then it kind of went down, but it started evening out. And then I had sometimes some peaks, but it's still, there's like a baseline level of, let's say, 400 streams a day over the average of the last 2 months. So the way how I'm advertising each new song is for the following. First of all, I'm using Instagram ads. The way how I'm doing this over my Facebook Ads Manager, where I'm setting up campaigns to target specifically electronic dance music, house music, over Instagram ads and Instagram Reels. Usually my audience is between 18 and 44 years old, male and female. I usually target, first of all, second tier countries, which is basically countries like Brazil, Argentina, Mexico. And the way how I'm spending money on my ads is, in the first few days, I'm spending, I would say, almost 50 euros a day for ads. And then over the course of the next 2 weeks, I'm decreasing the budget every few days. So basically all the most money spent in the first few days to generate as much streams as possible, because the most important thing is that you're getting a lot of streams in the first few days and in the first few weeks. So I'm spending most of the money in the first few days of my ads, which then generates obviously the most streams here. But then obviously over the course of the next 2 weeks, I'm decreasing the budget. So as you can see already here, at November the 28th, I stopped advertising it. Maybe I spent 5 euros a day to that point, but I still generated approximately 500 streams a day, which is quite a big amount, even though I kind of stopped advertising the song, which is amazing if you really think about it. And now I'm going to share with you in a few steps how exactly I got on over 1,200 Spotify playlists in the last 12 months. But before I do that, I realized that over 80% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel yet. So please make sure you like this video right now and subscribe to it so you're not missing any house music production or marketing tutorials in the future. If you're also still struggling with setting up your campaigns, music production or mixing, I'm also offering one-on-one online coaching or an online community over Discord. Just wait until the end of this video to find out more about that. The way how I get onto Spotify playlists is very simple. First of all, because I'm running Facebook ads and people are actually very engaged with the music, they automatically add my song to their playlist. For example, you can see I'm on, like this song is on 3,900 playlists, which is, if you think about it, amazing. So every single day it still gets added to 30 to 40 playlists, which is insane if you think about it. It got saved to a lot of playlists because of the way how I'm advertising the song. But obviously most of those playlists are very private playlists. They don't have many saves. They don't really have much exposure. It's just private playlists, and they just generate on a regular basis some good streams. The way how I'm advertising to get on Spotify playlist is through SubmitHub. So everything I'm doing, you can basically upload your tracks on SubmitHub, which is a platform to basically submit your music to Spotify playlist curators. You upload your music in this case, and then you press submit. you go on submit to curators. Yes, you have to pay a bit of money. You have usually 2 standard credits a month, but I usually always purchase between 30 and 50 credits for each release. I go on premium. And then in the beginning, you're gonna have to write down similar artists like you. Let's, for example, say that is Fisher. Let's say it is Chris Dussy, like something what you sound like, or like Chris Dussy. There you go, add those 2. Then I'm gonna analyze my audio to see which genre it fits in. As you can see already, this fits more into the house category. So I add the genre house. Future house, house, old school. I even think that this track, personally I think this track is more a tech house track, so I might even write down tech house. Then we're gonna go on the mood, so I think this is more of a happy track. It is energetic. I like to usually write down that I want to get feedback for the arrangement and the mixing, because that's what I want to improve on the most. I even write down please to share their opinion on my sound design, or like my song selection, like sound selection, which is important as well. Communication preferences, that doesn't import. No, they cannot upload that because we want to have full access to our music. I don't want to release with record labels because the goal is to be fully self-sufficient and be independent from record labels. And now what you're going to see is a bunch of playlist creators over Spotify. You obviously have to put in here that you were looking just for Spotify, so just remove all the ticks, which is not Spotify. And now you're gonna see all the creators which are just on Spotify. You can obviously then check the playlist, see how many monthly listeners you get. And then basically what you're doing is you're submitting your music through them. I go on this one, select, I think 10 of the plays I think which sound really cool. I always place on the play to basically listen to a few tracks and then compare if my track actually suits into the playlist. This generates usually more streams, but it doesn't generate as many playlist ads and save, because people just listen to the whole playlist and then they just get streams, which is good for Spotify because we want Spotify to know what kind of people actually listen to your music. So I'm using the combination of the Facebook or like Instagram ads in the way and Spotify playlist submissions. Send this to at least 3 days before my release date, so the playlist curators have enough time to actually look at the submission and approve it or decline it if they choose to. Most of the time, don't be disencouraged. You're gonna be declined probably 80% of the time, and 20% of the curators are gonna accept your music. Also, the landing page I'm using is this one here. It's called Toned. I basically create a smart link, and then you can see this is all my landing pages. This is completely for free as well. Let's, for example, go on my best performing landing page, which is this one here. So on the day, or like the moment the song gets released, I create this landing page, and then I put this landing page into my ads manager on Facebook, put it into there, and this is the way how I'm doing it. This is how it looks like. And as you can see already, people can just click on Spotify and they get basically pushed to Spotify to the track that I'm advertising. If you're now still struggling to get your house music tracks sound professional and you're tired of endlessly tweaking on the knobs without good results, then I have 2 game-changing options for you. Option number 1 is my DF Originals VIP online coaching, which is a deep dive program where we're gonna basically work together on mixing, mastering, song arrangement, whatever you couldn't really learn over my YouTube tutorials. So I'm gonna guide you over 8 to 12 weeks personally through online coaching, where you're gonna improve way faster than having to figure out everything by yourself. So if you're serious about leveling up your house music production skills, message me VIP over Instagram and I will see if you're a good fit into my online coaching. But be quick, there's only 4 spots left before I will increase the price by $50. Option number 2 is the most cost-effective one, which is to join my DF Originals community over Discord. This is basically an exclusive members-only Discord group where we're going to work together with other music producers on mixing, arrangement. We're going to also do bi-weekly coaching calls. So whatever you're struggling with, you're going to be a part of an amazing community of house music producers where you're going to improve faster together. We're going to work together on a few tracks. I'm going to also sometimes send you a few samples, give you track feedback, so you're going to just improve way faster. But here's the catch. For every 10 members who join, I will increase the monthly fees by 50%. So if you want to join for just $10 a month, don't wait. Subscribe now via the Gumroad link, which is under this video, and be part of this amazing group of house music producers. I've already helped a bunch of house music producers to level up their game. Just see for yourself.
You were teaching your process of doing things, right? But then
Yes.
It's good to have a reference to understand how are other people doing it. So right now you told me, right, you're using presets and then you're tweaking. That didn't occur to me. I'm like sitting here and then I want to be original, have my own sounds.
I don't have anything else, but I definitely learned a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I definitely wouldn't have found any of this stuff out on my own.
And also, if you haven't checked out this video yet, which explains exactly how the Spotify algorithm works, please make sure to check it out right now. It explains it really, really well, really, really simple. Basically makes you understand this whole principle of music marketing a little bit more in detail. And thanks for watching this video, bro. I appreciate you, and I see you in the next one.